All right, I want to talk about section 11.11 today, frequency tables to organize and display data. And we're going to talk about a couple of new words this time. First, I want to mention the word frequency. Let's do it in another color. And this simply means the amount of times that something happens. And this whole frequency table thing is going to allow us to look at trends among how often things are happening. And we'll take this data to build a graph of it in the next section, and those graphs are called histograms. We also have another topic that we'll talk about, only a little bit because we don't need it for the homework, but we can take data and put them in bins. And bins are a group of similar data. And they never overlap. Okay, I don't know why I put two P's on there. Now, let's take a look at sample data, and we're going to build a frequency table from this. We're going to poll a bunch of people and find out how many hours they slept at night. And this is the data set that we get. And these are all in hours. 10, 12, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 9. And we want to build a frequency table. Now, for this one, we're not going to need to use our bins because bins will be like in like a 1 to 10 hours, 10 to 20 hours. But here we can just use our data as each number because we don't have a huge set of numbers. Whenever I get a group like this, I always like to take look at a couple things. First, I want to know my minimum and my maximum, just so that it'll help me build my table. My minimum here looks like it's 5. Because that definitely looks like an outlier. And then I also saw a 12. I don't think I saw a 13. So my minimum is 5 and my maximum is 12. And that'll tell me how I can build my frequency chart. Okay, then it's going to look like this. I'm going to have my frequency here. And, this is going to be my number of hours. And my frequency here. So I'm going to slide this up a little bit. And I'm going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm going to go through my data and mark off the numbers that I have. Now what I could do is count, but I'm not that good at counting and remembering everything. I like to use tallies so that I don't get lost. So I'm going to just mark some tallies in here. So I have 1, 7. I have 1, 8. I have a 6, I have a 9, 10, 12, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 9. Now I can write my frequencies out now that it's much easier for me to count my tallies. 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, and 2. And this right here is my frequency chart. Now this part, of course, is optional, but I like to do it just because it makes things a little bit simpler for me to do. Now, this is pretty much all that you're going to be doing in this section. I will do one example using the bins if you'd like to see, but aside from that, should be good to go. The bins go like this, if you're curious. Let me grab another set of data. And this time we're going to be looking at time spent on the computer. Our data looks like this. 10, 32, 8, 55, 5, 0, 30, 20, 25. Oops, lost my spot. 45, 40, 60, 45, 15, 5, 56, 47, 12, 15, 20. Okay, big set. I'm going to do my minimum and maximum. My minimum is definitely 0. My maximum, I think, was 60. So now if I'm building my frequency chart, I'm not going to do 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. I'm going to do in blocks. And I'm going to go kind of 10-minute blocks, I think is going to be the best way for me to do this. So I'm just going to go 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, and 51 to 60. These are the bins. Okay, then, just going to go through and did what I did before. Okay, 10 is a here, 32 is going to be here, 8 here, 55 here, 5 here, 0 here, 30 here, 20 here, 25 here, 45 here, 40 here, 60 maximum, 45 here, 15 here, 5 here, 56 here, 47 here, 12 here, 15 here, 20 here. Then I can write my frequencies out. 5, 5, 2, 2, 3, 3. And that's how I would do it if I needed to make bins with my data. All right, go ahead and go on.